I think I was supposed to say talk softly and carry a big stick. But it's very, very popular, even on Democratic literature, to see, elect me and I'll lower your gas prices, especially in the short term. Well, it's just simply not true. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I can lower your gas prices here in the short term when what we need is a comprehensive energy policy. What we need to be realizing is that 35 years ago, when we had this first energy crisis, we enacted what's called Project Independence, but it lost its will as the price of the barrel of oil went down. We had an opportunity then to take energy independence into our own hands, and now here we are, 35 years ago, even more dependent on foreign oil, more dependent on foreign oil than we were on September 11th. Moving forward, we need to have a national energy revolution for purposes of national security, for purposes of boosting up our economy, which can create millions of new jobs. 3,000 new jobs can come right here to the 6th Congressional District. And for purposes of being a responsible world citizen. This big bust with corn-based ethanol, that was a joke. We put all of our eggs in one basket. It's got to be a diversified portfolio. So that way we, as the greatest, most powerful nation in the world, can take control of our own energy needs. This is how we can improve the economy moving forward. This is how we can begin to stabilize our energy prices. Because right now, if we had something happen in the Strait of Hormuz in the Persian Gulf, we could quite literally see $7 or $8 a gallon of gas overnight. For us to be in this economic position in the world, for us to have this much might, and to be this vulnerable to market conditions, doesn't make too much sense. But in the long term, there is something else that we've got to take a serious look at. When prices spiked to $140 a barrel, we started saying, well, what's going on with speculation? Is this part of the problem? And everyone cried, of course it's the market supply and demand, but there really was no difference in the supply and demand. Then the price of the barrel went down to $90. What we're seeing is a rampant speculation, and in part due to OPEC, but really we need to make sure that we have proper oversight over these commodity markets so that way you don't have to pay the price in the end.
All right, thank you.